The origin and ownership changes how we treat the human body. It gives us a proper perspective to view matters of health. All right, let's go on. If our bodies are made by God, then guess what? We'll understand that we're fearfully and wonderfully made. And if we're fearfully and wonderfully made, we will only do to it what the manufacturer recommends. You understand? So this body did not develop from lower life forms. It did not just come into being over many millions of years of evolution. If we believe that, then I can do to it whatever I want. I can put anything into it. I can experiment with it. I can see what happens when I do this or that. And normally we pay the price by the penalty of death and sickness. All right. So this perspective is how we'll see health, through the fact that our bodies are not our own and it is God who has made us. Let's consider the engine of a car, for example. To ensure proper working of that car and to make sure that it gives you the longest possible service, isn't it best to abide by what the manufacturer recommends in the manual? Talk to me, of course. Who here is going to just do whatever they want to do to any car engine, especially if you spend some good money on that car? You'll make sure that you're using the right type of gasoline. I look around and I see a lot of on the gas covers 90 only, and there are vehicles that use 91 and 93 octane. You want to use a type of oil that the manufacturer recommends, and so on and so forth. When you look at an engine, you see a complex thing, and many of us approach it with a big awe. We're like, oh my, look at this, I don't even know what to do. Well, there is something even more awe-inspiring and even way more complex than that and glorious, and that is the human body. The thing is, many of us may know where our radiator is. If I say show of hands, do you know where your radiator is in your car? Many of us can say, yes, I know where it is. But do you know where your liver is located? Can you tell me the whereabout in your trunk that you can find your liver? Many of us may know what a car battery does, or what maybe what the coolant does, all right, what the alternator does. But do we know, for example, what our pancreas does? All right, think about that. We many times end up knowing more about something which is just a mere machinery that man has created, and less about our bodies that God has created.